Gutterball.
Hey, we got episode number 2, Gutterball podcast. You got me, Brandon. Got Jackson here. We got Paul, the Fibros. We're here, number 2. And
You know what it be.
thank
Welcome.
you so much for last week, everybody who did what you did. We appreciate it a lot. So
Fantastic. Right
keep
now,
her
I
going.
think we're set at about 190 views, 180, something like that.
Something like that.
It's
Pretty
pretty
cool.
good. Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting spicy. Got over 20 subscribers now. We're big. We're hitting it hot.
Big time now.
Striking while the iron's
Big
hot.
time.
Not like there's 1,000 fucking talk shows and podcasts already out there. We're bringing something new to the table. You know what
We're
I'm
the
saying?
best, you know? None
He's
of
got
them
it.
are
Yeah.
keeping it as real as us.
Got that right. It's got
No,
that right.
well, yeah, that's true.
So, hope everyone's doing well. Let's roll into a spicy topic right off the bat. Roe v. Wade, overturned. Pretty much, like, literally the day after
Yeah.
our episode aired last week, or like right the day before.
I
or
think it
something.
was, yeah.
Any of you gentlemen want to take the lead on this one, or should I just dive
Well,
in?
it's just when it happened, I think it was the day right after, and right away I was like, "Fuck, okay, well, there's something we're gonna have to talk about right away." You know,
Exactly.
we can't not talk about it.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
huge
crazy,
current
though.
event. Women's reproductive rights. I don't know why we're trying to go backwards, in my opinion, but we kind of are.
We even-
Yeah,
So, yes, it's terrible. It got overturned. What that means is like now a bunch of states it's illegal. There were states called trigger states, meaning like abortion was like federally legal, right? So that mean a trigger state meant that it would flip over. Is if the federal government overturned Roe v. Wade, it would just automatically like basically flip over to abortions being illegal. So a bunch of states, I don't know, it was like 13, maybe less or more. Now abortion's illegal, which is, you know, terrible. Obviously could be worse. It could have been federally banned like across the entire United States. That would have been a real problem, right? It's still a problem though. People are having to travel out of state now if they want to go through with something like that or anything like reproductive rights wise, especially women. So it's like pretty fucked up. It's not good. Don't know why they decided to overturn it like that. You guys have any other thoughts on it?
well, no.
I feel like,
Go ahead.
well, I mean, you summed it up pretty well, but sometimes I think about if it was the other way around. People think about that if they were like banning men, I guess, from maybe getting vasectomies or stuff like that. I think if it was the other way around, we see a lot more violence, and maybe it wouldn't even happen in the first place.
No, it wouldn't.
Because
I feel the same way.
I feel like
about
just the
that.
men as a whole would not be putting up with that
We wouldn't
shit.
allow
But
it. We wouldn't allow it. Let's be honest.
yeah, I feel like if the
And
women
that's what's bullshit
had,
about it. you
yeah,
know,
right,
obviously.
you know, just the aggressiveness and nature, you know, between the two of us, just something to think about, you know.
I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be out there peacefully protesting. But if it had to come to
Mhm.
violence,
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I'd be out there.
Because
Well,
remember,
then they
guys,
even
overthrowing the government or attempting to do it is only illegal if you're not successful. So
right, exactly.
It's-
But do a good job, you know. You know, I've always thought about I would always want to be a Charles Manson, you know? Like imagine like leading someone to like kill somebody, you know? You just lead the masses like just imagine that. You can fuck with somebody like that.
Just imagine it.
Just imagine.
No.
Just imagine for
Well,
a second.
imagine that.
Imagine that.
I actually was just watching a video. I think it was even more of a meme. I can't remember, but it was basically like, yeah, Charles Manson's cool.
Yeah.
The way he went about things was horrible, but
He's fucking
fucking
dope.
Guy
his
was on to
reasonings
something.
were cool. Yeah, that was definitely
Gnarly
mean, but
guy.
the fucking Charles Manson though, like I don't know, that's scary stuff.
If you haven't heard, I'm sure you guys have all heard this Death Grips ex-military tape.
Oh, yeah.
They have a Beware. They have a song called Beware that samples Charles Manson. They also have a whole album dedicated to him, but that's definitely worth
I didn't
looking at.
know
But
that
yeah,
they sample Manson on there.
yeah, they have like a whole
pretty
minute
cool.
of him his speech, and he's just a nut job.
Oh,
and you really
yeah,
listen to
okay,
him.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I
and
do
then
like
Year of the
ex-military
Snitch.
though.
Oh yeah, you're the Stitch. That's the one with the weird mouths on the album
Yeah,
cover, right?
they got
That's
weird mouths.
the
It was
newest album.
made about Linda Kasabian, and she was the one that snitched on the Manson family.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
But yeah, before we get into other stuff, like, yeah, Roe v. Wade, no go. We are pretty much backtracking in the United States as far as women's reproductive rights. I'm scared to see what happens next, because if they already pulled this, I mean, that Clarence Thomas Supreme Court guy, now, like, obviously there's things make headlines. He's already talking, like, he's talked about, oh, we should, not like he's gonna remove all these other older laws, like, regarding, like, trans rights and gay rights and stuff like that, but the fact that he even talked about it, man, it's like not good.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
No.
Well, you can try to come for gay rights, but I mean, I'll be there with fucking rifles ready to go. I mean, let's fucking go. I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to
exactly.
go
I
there,
got
we'll
your
go
back.
there. But also,
Yeah.
in terms of, they're talking about getting rid of birth control for women,
Yeah,
IED or
contraceptive stuff.
IUDs, and Jordan Peterson, a social activist, I guess, or clinical psychologist who's a bit controversial. He says he had a good take on the birth control, that it was the biggest liberation of women, one of them, because it gave them the ability to fucking control whether they had babies or not. And I think
Yeah.
taking that away would be fucking devastating, and
It would, and
could
I
lead to a civil war.
Absolutely.
and that's a good segue into Jordan Peterson, because he was going to kind of be one of our topics last week. We just, we didn't talk about him. Yeah, like, I agree with Jordan Peterson. Like, this isn't good. Like,
It's
kind of
terrible.
No.
I don't know, like, I know Biden says he's going to try to get Roe v. Wade, like, written into law and stuff. Who knows if that shit's actually going to happen, or if he's just saying that to get more fucking votes. I don't know. I mean, I kind of doubt Biden even runs next time around, but
Hillary,
You think
I
so?
heard.
I don't think he will.
Maybe he'll fucking
don't
croak
know.
before it.
Chocolate chip. I remember that.
Chocolate chip, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Anyways, Jordan
Goddamn.
Peterson. Yeah, Jordan Peterson, that's a good take on it. I agree with him. Jordan Peterson lately in the recent public eye, though, I mean, it wasn't super recent, but the most recent thing that he was getting backlash for was basically calling a fat person not beautiful, or like people that are fat not beautiful. I think it was specifically a woman. And he's okay to have that opinion. I don't know why everybody put on blast like that. But let's also be true here. Way back in some cultures, being heavier was seen as more beautiful than being skinny, right? And Jordan Peterson's completely okay with saying that somebody that heavy on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I think, is not beautiful. Well, he's kind of right. It's Sports Illustrated. You typically, and there are exceptions, as if there is, everything else, you don't see heavier athletes typically, let alone good ones. Very rare that are heavy
Hot
like
take.
that. It is a hot take, but it's true.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with
you're
Jordan.
not wrong.
I don't think Jordan Peterson should be on blast for that. He was just saying his opinion. Everybody deserves one, and no one deserves to get shot down for it.
I get why people are mad, honestly, but
I get why they're mad. I understand why they're mad.
my opinion about it is I think you can be beautiful regardless of your weight.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care about that
completely.
But you have to. Those people need to realize, like me being one of them, like we're out of shape. Like we can't, it's not healthy to live that way. Like be comfortable with who you are. Like feel beautiful. Like that's awesome. But like when people say like you're not healthy, that's not a healthy lifestyle. Like like that's 100% true. Like you're.
Right.
If I keep going the way I've been going, like stroke is more than likely what's going to happen than old age. You know what I mean? It's just like, you just got to be realistic about it.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't mean that by saying that people can come up to you and just fucking hate on you, right?
No.
Like fat shame shouldn't be a thing at all either.
No,
it should be like, just 100% on them. But my take on the whole situation is pretty much I agree with Jordan Peterson to an extent. But really, what he said it on Twitter, and what Jordan Peterson needs to do is get the fuck off Twitter.
No social media.
Every time he's in trouble, he's on Twitter saying some stupid shit, and needs to get off there.
He's pulling a Trump. He's pulling a Trump.
Reading books, all right, and get off Twitter, because he always gets in trouble for stupid shit he says on Twitter.
Yeah, like Donald Trump said, I've never seen a fat person drinking Diet Coke, or whatever he said. Yeah.
That's the best thing I've ever read in my life. That's my favorite.
And wasn't that a real tweet? Like, that was real.
Yeah, same with thank you, Kanye. Very cool. I mean, that's just a whole meme in and of itself. That's fucking hilarious. And here's the thing. I think arguably from my opinion, Donald Trump is one of the greatest presidents I've had in my lifetime, just as being a 20-year-old in America. And the spiciest as well. He's fucking spicy. That
I
man
mean,
did whatever
it
he
was a
wanted.
I
nonstop
can say
comedy
spicy, that's
show.
for sure.
It was a
Dude,
nonstop.
everything you could say. He made fun of retarded people. He didn't give a fuck. It's insane. I love that man though.
Put
I
him.
do like Donald
Just
Trump.
give him. Just
Oh,
give him social
man.
media back. Even if he's not
Yeah.
president, it was so funny, dude. That was like the
Yeah.
4 funniest years having a
It was
president
the
that was just
funniest shit.
memeing
He
like
just didn't give
the
a
whole
fuck.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's funny, but it's like, and like, yeah, the president is kind of a. They don't, it's obviously the Senate and the House and everybody else behind the scenes that's doing all the
Right. Yeah.
real heavy lifting, but still, it's like I don't know. I don't. I don't like either or.
Oh
I,
yeah, me neither. Don't get me
I'm
wrong. I
no,
don't
I'm
want Trump.
neither Democrat or Republican, whatever. Like I think it's all bullshit, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people
at
that
some
doesn't.
point you
yeah.
at some point you do gotta put your foot down with like what technically the person representing like our face as a nation is doing.
I still-
Right,
And
of
like he was
course.
pretty gnarly.
I still think it's pretty funny. But anyways, like I agree with you though. I don't really pick a side. I'm not like most people in America where they're like, oh, I side with Democrats, so I believe in literally every single thing and nothing that Republicans agree on. It's like, no, you need to think for yourself,
well,
people. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
man.
thing is like they both are pros and cons to both sides.
If you can't
mhm, politically
if you can't
independent.
think if you can't like look at conservative definition and a Democrat definition or however you want to define them or socialism and you can't find common grounds between each of them like with you know what I mean, that interlap, then you're kind of brainwashed in my opinion. It's like how fucked
Oh,
are
yeah.
you that you're just that in depth in that ideology that you can't even peek.
It's
Well,
crazy though.
I can't remember.
It does happen. Like the news,
does.
dude. Like I know firsthand. Like I've
I-
just like seeing people I haven't seen for a long time,
Mhm.
and then like see like kind of where they're at in their ideology. Like,
Yeah.
and then you find out like sure enough, like yeah, they're usually like kind of on this site or watching this
Right.
TV station, yada yada yada, and it's like fucking A, like
I think
turn the fucking TV off.
I think it was Niche that said this, and he said, evil is the definition that knowledge is complete and it can do without transcendence or any other knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like just being that secluded in one thing, that is fucking pure evil. That's how
Yeah.
Hitler happens. That's how Stalin happens. You know what I mean? It's this dangerous game when you get into
Totally
that.
right. And not to kind of swing back, I just wanted to wrap up Jordan Peterson, but like yeah, like what Haller said, like I agree with more is like yeah, like you can totally be heavier and be beautiful, right? Like that's totally okay. You can be way skinny and be beautiful. Just there's somebody out there for everybody as long as you go looking, right? If you don't
Yeah.
look, then that's like on you, right? Or you don't put yourself out there. But yeah, Jordan Peterson, like I don't think he should be getting as much backlash as he is, I'm
Tell him.
I'm Jordan Peterson.
What you said before, that is his opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
Clean your room.
yeah, you should clean your room and beat your wife. There's some shit like that.
fuck him.
I got addicted to benzodiazepines.
yeah,
Or something, they say that on
dude.
PKA.
Yeah,
but-
PKA did that. Taylor did that impression like
Yeah.
a week or two ago on PKA. Dude, I had replayed that so many times I was rolling. But yeah, you should get addicted to benzodiazepine or whatever the fuck he says. But yeah, like I'm politically independent personally. I do side with more things right a little more than I do left, but I agree with a lot of things. on
Right
left.
is Republican, correct? Right, technically.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
tend to
how.
lean
That's
more
how
right.
not into the game I am. Is like
Hey, and that's a good thing, man.
some of the
Politics are-
terminology. Like it's just like it's all. I think it's all bullshit.
It
man.
is. It's all bullshit. And here's the thing, especially even with me, is it gets worse when you're part of the gay community and you're kind of
Sure.
a conservative. Dude, it's fucking difficult because every single gay person is a fucking liberal. I don't care.
100
It's all of them.
Yeah,
Like it's like
usually.
99% of them. And I could say on
Seems
the
that way.
forefront because I fucking know. And it's very difficult when you have very right views. and it's not like you believe in all of them, but fuck, man. And it's like, it's kind of weird that just that community is really like, you can pretty much say is going to vote for left.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
being Republican, like while being gay, like it's not a problem. But the problem is like you got people like Milo Yiannopoulos who are like way far right, but are
Right,
like
yeah.
homosexual, right? And he's I don't know about you, he's kind of crazy. I mean,
Mhm.
he got banned off of everything. He kind of got trumped in a way. He basically got canceled. But yeah, like that's where you start running into issues, and that's why most of that community hates anybody that sides on the right, is because they're like, oh, you like Milo, you like this, like they just literally
Yeah,
associate you with something so bad.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
like,
I don't like about the whole political thing is, oh,
Mm.
you don't agree with us? Well,
fuck you.
you're against us then. And it's like,
Yes.
no, like
Mhm.
I also think the person you hate is also shitty. But like you
Yeah.
need to realize
Right.
like the guys you guys are praising, like is it's all it comes down to just money at the end of the day.
yeah,
You know,
Dollars and cents.
you know what?
that's all they care about.
Mhm.
So Supreme Court, correct me if I'm wrong. When you are like sworn into the Supreme Court, like you have that job for life until you either resign or die, right? Is that how
Think
that works?
so.
Because like
I
didn't the
believe I
latest
don't
one
wanna
that passed
say.
away
I
was
don't
Ruth
know.
Ginsburg or something? Okay, well, I don't know if that's true or not, but I will say this: if that is true or it's a very long extended period of time, that itself is a problem. I think we need to like cycle people out to younger generation people
Right.
that are like top of their class lawyers or were
Well,
judges or whatever,
even
because you got people that were living in a different time before the newest
Well,
generation
that's
was even
just the
fucking
whole
born. It's a
baby
problem, dude.
boomers still being in office right
Yeah,
now
yeah, it's
is
the
the
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
I say
Well,
we
even
overthrow it. I say we just overthrow the government.
yes.
Let's start
I
a
don't know. Kill 'em all.
Nothing
gut.
wrong with baby boomers. I love the grandparents that I
What
still have,
what do you
but
guys think about the sound of a Gutterball militia or GBM?
no,
You
no,
know,
we
you
can't be
know,
talking
That's
about any of
not
that.
sick.
yeah.
We'll
Well,
get
even
canceled.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
get
get
canceled so
canceled.
fast.
I'm gonna get
even Ruth.
Clinton.
No
I got.
militia.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
they're
Paul
coming for
shot him.
you.
Yeah, Paul shot himself in the back of the head. He got Clinton.
Well, they
Yeah.
Clinton somebody like a couple weeks ago, so look out. They're coming for you, man. They're still doing it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can't remember who he was, but he was one of the guys that
Oh, I
was
heard about this.
dealing with the emails, the Clinton emails, and I'm pretty sure this is
He committed
based on memory.
suicide.
I don't remember. He was found like 30 miles from his house, like with a shot, with like a gunshot in the back of his head or something like that, and it was ruled as a suicide or some shit like that. And his truck was not near the crime scene at all, or his vehicle. Um,
weird.
Something like that along the lines of
Jesus,
that. That's
I
man.
very
have to look
recent.
into
And
that.
that's not the first
That
time that's
sounds
happened.
crazy.
I think
Well,
one
that's
of them
okay.
was
That's
Seth
super
Rich,
crazy. It's like,
is
okay,
one I can
that's not
remember.
in the news right now. Like
No,
the
it
big
was a
thing
little bit
is
of
Roe v.
news.
Wade right now,
You're
which is a
never.
big
Yeah,
deal. Don't get me
it
wrong.
is,
Yeah.
But like,
right.
You're never gonna see Clinton shit in
uh,
the media like that, full
No.
page, front page. You're never,
well, no.
because it's not. I have it. Okay, so not to plug this dude, but I went to school with a kid. I believe his first name was Owen. Totally blanking on his last name right now, but he published a book, and it's about the media, and I think it's called "It's Not Left Right, It's Top Down." And he literally, in its published book, you guys should check it out sometime. I'll get you the name after, but it's called "It's Not Left Right, It's Top Down." And this kid goes through like the media and how really it's.
You went to high school with him?
Yeah, I went to high school with him. He's a published like author now. It's really cool. Cool
Cool.
kid, nice guy. He was a hockey player. I knew that. I talked to him a couple times. I think it was Owen Mageau, Mageau. I think he's French Canadian. Super nice kid, and
What's
his
your
younger
social
brother.
security number, Paul?
Yeah, his social security number is. Well, I'm just trying to give him a plug on his
Last known
book, man.
address?
I want people to check out his book.
All right, all right. Take it easy.
Yeah, he lives at 3479 Rivercrest Lane, and his social security. No, fuck.
Top down. Okay, top down.
It's not left, right. It's top down. Check out that book. It's about the media.
That's the
It's
name
really
of the
good.
book.
Yeah.
It is. It's not left, right. It's top down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow! Shout out. Book plug.
But
Plug
yeah, that
plug
is
that. We're not giving him money. We're not giving you money for that.
yeah, it's not left, right. It's top down. The truth about media, and you can find it on Amazon.
Wait, hold on. I gotta cover up this Halloween and shit. I don't want to give them fucking free pub. I don't want to give them
Yeah.
free publicity.
No, you
Cocksuckers.
can't.
Better be paying me
no,
my
not-
dues.
Check, Rob Zombie.
Pay me my dues.
They
Rob
screwed
Zombie's
Rob
store.
Zombie so bad.
They
FTP. Give me money.
Who was it? Miramax, I believe. Yeah, Miramax, I think. They fucked. Like he didn't want to do the second movie. So the first one, I don't. Have you guys seen both of them?
I've only seen bits and pieces. I'm not a huge Halloween fan.
The first one I liked a lot. The second one is hot trash, in my
The
opinion.
first one is my favorite Halloween. Next to Halloween
I-
H2O.
Whoa,
And that's
a hot take.
Yes.
That's
I
a
like-
meme, right? You
No,
like it because you think it's spicy.
Yeah, I like it because it's spicy, and
Okay.
that is what
I get that.
So my dad would watch horror movies when I was a child all the time, and there was no filter. So that's I remember him watching that a lot. And H2O was Halloween I watched, and I got to like that one. So that's my favorite.
That makes
and
sense.
The second favorite Halloween.
I was a pansy when it came to horror movies growing up. I couldn't do them, but now I still don't like Supernatural. Any of that Insidious BS, I can't do
Conjuring.
it. But slashers, I love slashers.
Yeah.
But Halloween, H2O, what if you think that's spicy? Why not the sequel to that with Buster Rhymes roundhousing Michael Myers?
Oh yeah.
Can we talk about that?
What one's that one? Was that Resurrection?
Resurrection, I think is what it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are horror, but
Yeah.
but the Rob Zombie Miramax, he didn't want to do the second one because he said, I believe he was saying how it was a pain in the ass, like with them like over his shoulder during the first movie, that he didn't want to do the second one, and I think they swayed him with money to do the second one pretty much, and they really fucked with him, and so that's why like the second movie is what it is, hot garbage, just because he was
Kinda
just
waiting.
like fuck it.
When's Michael gonna hang dong in his movie? Like, when's that happening? Next movie?
It was the finale.
He's
finally
hung.
know.
He's just he's
unnaturally
unnaturally hung, like he's fucking huge.
Find
That's
out Michael Myers is a tranny.
Oh god. No. You can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that.
No,
I can't be
no.
doing that. Can't be doing none of that.
No, you can't.
Why not? Michael
do you mean,
Myers.
why not? They can't do that. No one will watch that. Oh,
No,
I would
I
watch
I mean,
it.
let's be
I would
real.
there's a
I would
market
I'll
for
watch
it,
the
but
bust. Yeah.
you can't make
Christ.
that the center point of a movie,
It's
and
Michael
the
Myers
goal
is
to make
trans.
people bust. That's how you
Trans
get in trouble.
Halloween. That's how you get in trouble. Oh my
Fuck you,
god.
Yeah, I
Fucking
personally
Halloween. Yeah, get that Halloween poster down. You piece
Yeah,
of shit. Get it off your wall.
Fuck you.
Per-
Rob Zombie, give me money.
on the
Half
topic
of it.
of on the topic
Bring
of
my life.
movies, I personally have never been a huge horror movie fan. Like I respect them. I think they're interesting. They just never really drew me in. I don't get scared easily, but it's just like as I've told Haller this before, to me most horror movies are just garbage. There's only like a select few that are actually like really good, right? And that's kind of how it seems. Whereas I'm more of a guy, I'm into like action movies and comedy movies and some dramas. More so action movies. Like I love like all the Die Hards, all the Rambo movies.
Yeah, I know.
all the shit
You're
like that.
Fi Hard.
Yeah, Fi Hard.
Fi
Yeah.
I know about your Fi Hard.
Mm.
One of the first times, or actually the first time I met Paul, I learned right within the first probably hour that he had photoshopped himself on the Die Hard poster and made a whole Fi Hard meme.
The
and I
re-
was
yeah.
thinking, holy shit, this guy's something. I
The
don't
re-
know what to do about
Something
him.
else.
The reason what that stemmed from is it was Ryan and I were working at the theater and we were sitting in Sean's office talking. I was talking to Ryan about Die Hard, and then I think Ryan was like Fi Hard, and I was like, "Oh, you're onto something there." And then I was like, "Dude," it was a hypothetical at first. I was like, "Hey, Ryan, what if I like Photoshop myself like Die Hard cover with my green screen, like on the first like the movie on the first cover, and then I printed it off, put it in a frame, and hung it in Sean's office, like in the manager's office." So I did that. I printed it off. We hung it behind his door so he wouldn't notice it when he first came in until he shut his door. And I never heard anything from Sean once about it, and it stayed up for a while. in there.
Mhm.
And I know he
Really?
saw it. And then like months later when I completely forgot about it, AJ, one of the managers there, comes up to me and he's like, yeah, Sean saw your thing the other day, the Fi Hard. He was like, he thought you laughed at first. He was like, this is weird. And then he threw it away. Like the whole
Yeah.
frame and everything. He just took it up on the
Weird.
wall and threw it in the
That
garbage.
is something Sean would do, dude. What a dick.
Fucking Sean.
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, it was super good. I like how he's just like, that's weird.
Yeah, he like
Tosses
he
it.
like he
Puts it away.
AJ was like his reaction was like, huh, that's weird. Picks it up, throws it away.
Yeah, I
okay.
can see him doing that.
Better.
Yeah, I think
I remember-
one time, I was like just walking out of the office and they're like, I literally was like, what can I do? And they're like, I don't know, just go fucking clean something. That's what Sean said, And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go start a fire. And he's like, all right, cool.
That's
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 what I
what
remember
working
about
at the
Sean.
theater is like.
yes.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good job for like good first job for kids in school and shit.
Free movies,
That's
man.
pretty much
You
what
can't
it
beat
is,
that when
yeah.
you're a teenager. Free movies. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
for me, it was just hanging out with Ryan and fucking Foster, because as soon as I figured out, Paul was Ryan's good friend, it's just fucking, a riot there. Do whatever the hell I want at that point. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Some of the time. Other time it was shit. Then I had Glenn work there for a
Horrible.
while.
That was my least. Maybe not my least favorite job, but pretty damn close, if not.
yeah, I was there not long. The only things that kept me there were Nick and Ryan. And Foster didn't work there when I worked
People
there.
were the best part for sure,
How
but they were the worst part too.
Oh yeah.
There's
yeah.
people like
Rachel,
fuck, it was
Rachel.
so
Oh, I could just-
negative there.
In hypothetical situation, just oh yeah.
Fucking Rachel.
Yeah.
I got written up for telling her to go fuck herself.
Were you
And they're
there?
like, you need they're like, you need to sign this write up. I was like, I'm not signing that.
Yeah, fuck off.
I
And
read the
then
fine
Sean,
print.
the head honcho, he's like, well, he rips it up. He's like, we're just gonna forget about this then, all right? Just let me know next time. Every manager from then on out hated me.
Yeah.
Did not like me. They're like, you made us look so weak. And it's like, you guys are managers at a theater. You guys
Yeah,
are
the fuck
fucking
you
weak.
think you are?
Like, what do you mean?
They make like
And-
$2 more than the average worker. Like,
Yeah, it's like
Rachel deserved it as well because
It's like I'm
Rachel is a
literally-
fat
yeah.
bitch.
I'm making minimum wage here. Like, you think I fucking
hot take, Jack.
I was 21 at the time, I think. It's like I'm 21 making minimum wage. And like everyone here's like 16. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm here for the free movies and the food.
Dude, I don't care. I'll name drop her.
Oh
I'm
man.
not gonna.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm not.
Oh man.
That
All
fucking
the
bulldog of a woman.
Yeah.
You remember that? Oh, she
Oh,
remember. Oh man. Looks like somebody left 4 hot dogs on the hot dog roller too long. Guess I'm gonna have to eat them.
Oh my god.
So many people did that there. They'd overload the hot dog thing, and
Oh,
no
fuck
one
yeah.
bought them. No one bought
No.
them. So they just
Oh.
ended up getting eaten by the employees. Who wants
Dude,
a
and
movie
those-
theater hot dog? However, they were smacking. They were good.
They weren't. They were good.
Not
You know
bad,
why?
huh? I
Because
mean-
that roller was dirty as fuck. But if there were ones left over, I would eat that shit. I'd honestly put them on and just make myself one sometimes because those aren't bad. Very
I made
once in a
food
while.
for people in the theater all the time. Like, I didn't care. Like, there was
Oh.
one time I actually made brownie bites for somebody. I was like, yeah, like, you want some brownie bites? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So I made it for them. I can't remember. One of the managers saw that and they're like, how did you get those? She's like, oh, and of course she's like, oh, Brandon made them. And so she came to me. She's like, did you make those for her? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, did you pay for them? I was like, no. Well,
Because weren't they gonna get tossed?
it's a
Isn't that
movie
when they were getting
well,
rid of them?
No. I just was like, fucking, do you want some shit? Like, it's movie theater food. It's these brownie bites, a bag of them you could probably buy for fucking
10
$3
cents. Yeah.
at the store. And these are $13 bites.
Yeah.
Like 8 of them. It's like, fuck off.
So you
they
got
don't-
Um,
so you
They gave
got
you the
written
shits
up.
anyway.
So you got written up for telling Rachel to fuck off. Were you there when Carson made her cry?
I know, but I heard some tales.
I don't know this.
when I was working there.
Dude, I was there and I had to literally like, this was before the theater remodel. I had to walk into the back because I was about to bust. Like I was about to laugh so hard. Like, so we're behind the counter. It's like the middle of an afternoon on a Wednesday. It's just about to be like that 4 o'clock mark where things start to get busy. So it's 3 o'clock. So it's like dead. There's like nothing going on in concessions. It's me, Carson, and like one other like teenage lady that worked there. Carson's on his phone as he normally is, not doing anything when there is downtime. We're, me and the other lady are cleaning, whatever. He's on his phone, and Rachel comes back there, and she's like, "Carson, you can't be on your phone. Like, I'm gonna write you up. This is like the 50th time I've seen you back here on it, blah blah blah." And Carson's like, "All right, go ahead." And she's like, "What did you just say?" And then he doesn't even look up from his phone. Then he's like, "All right, go ahead." And then he goes back down his phone, and she was just like, "You really shouldn't talk to me like that." And then he just snaps, dude. He's like. He puts his phone down. He like slams it on the counter and he goes, "You know what, Rachel?" He's like, "You're 40-something years old and you're an assistant manager at a movie theater. Okay? You can't tell me what to do. Get a real job," or something along the lines of that. She just started bawling, dude. Like I honestly felt really bad at the time, but I was also like trying not to laugh. I had to literally slip in the back. And all I know is she started crying and she just like walked away and went outside or something. And Carson just went back on his fucking phone. Like nothing.
Our generation is bad.
It is
thinking about it, like we are horrible. But at the same time, I feel like we're just realistic. It's like
no, I don't feel bad. Okay,
like we're expendable at this bullshit corporation job. Like
let me tell you,
I can get a job in a week down the road at Dairy Queen or whatever.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jack.
Rachel.
Sorry, Jax.
Was
Go ahead.
nothing. Rachel was nothing but rude to me. Rachel was a manager that me and Paul both worked with. Everybody worked with actually. The movie theater, and very rude. Very rude to me off the bat.
She wasn't a good employee. This person we're
wasn't.
shitting on. She like
wasn't
actually wasn't. She talked shit about everybody.
Well, and
she didn't do her job. She was pathetic.
She would say like we weren't doing anything, and then she just wouldn't do anything. So it was just like, yeah, I get you're an assistant manager.
This whole big power hunger.
I've heard her
like
talk. Call other people fat, despite her being quite overweight. She's asked me about my religion at work, which I'm pretty sure is fucking illegal. And she did that to a couple people.
She did that to me too.
It's ethically.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I've also heard her
wrong.
say some very racist things, and
mm-hmm.
I have other people that will definitely back that shit up.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for her at all in what she had to go through there because she put
herself through that shit.
Yeah, I just tried to be nice to her until one day she just like started being mean to me because she found out like I agreed with somebody there she didn't agree with or some bullshit, and then she just scolded me from then on out. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like the way I saw it was like I could literally take her job. Like I could literally do her job better. And I was like, you know what? Then her opinion doesn't matter to me, man. Like I don't.
And then
shit.
To put
it's
in
like
perspective,
if I bust, it's realistically like if I bust my ass. If I really give it my 100% at this job, I will be a manager in a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you're pathetic. You have no power here. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
And I worked at the movie theater after Paul and Howler, so I got Rachel's anger towards Paul shoved onto me, so she's immediately fucking aggressive towards me.
Sorry, I did that.
No.
Rachel and I were off on good terms.
We used to go camping so much when I was younger. We went like a couple times a summer for years growing up, and then I don't know when, probably around 6th, 7th grade, we didn't go that summer, and it turned into I never went camping again after that. We just stopped going, and I never went since.
What'd you do that last time?
I would love to go camping.
That made your parents not want to go anymore?
No, I don't know. Actually, well, one time I have Lyme's disease. I got Lyme's disease one time I went camping. It might have been one of the last. Wasn't the last time, but probably within the last 5 times going camping is when I got Lyme's disease. So maybe that was a turn. I don't know. I've never really talked to him about it.
Gotcha.
For me, that was horrible.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
To this day, I'm still like just crazy scared of ticks. I don't fuck with that's the only reason I haven't gone camping is because.
How did you know? When did you know you had Lyme's or you had to get tested?
Right away. Well, so I was
symptom
I want
wise,
to say 8. Well, so they found the tick right away. So I was like 8, I was off doing my thing. I don't even remember, but I remember getting back to the actual campsite where my family was. Right away, like they saw me and they started freaking out. So I started freaking out because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and they just
Right.
kept telling me, "Hold still, don't move." And so I'm like really starting to freak out. Like, what the fuck's going on? I see them take out a lighter, like bring it towards me, and like I'm like, what the
Hmm.
fuck's going on? And so they said they saw the tick on my neck, and I don't think I ever had because you're supposed to you get a bullseye like type bruising and marking around the bite when you
Mhm.
get
Hmm.
or like if you get Lyme's disease. And I don't think I had that, but I think because I had a tick like actually latched onto me and I was so young, I think they just wanted to get me checked. So like when we got back from camping, they got me checked and like they're like, "Yeah,
Okay.
you have Lyme's disease." And then that's when like the symptoms started and I was taking prescriptions for it, but that was I still remember to this day the migraines that I had at that
Mm.
time. It was the worst headaches I ever had. It was horrible, and
Interesting.
I found out like I was super sick probably a year or two ago, and like really, really fucking sick, like the sickest I'd been in forever. And I looked into it, and I saw that possibly like it might be there's a like so when you get Lyme's disease, you have it all the time, and like they think that there might be a recurring sickness with that, where like every so many years you'll get really fucking sick
I've heard about that, yeah.
again, and
Oh,
then it'll go away, and I don't know. But yeah, I had to
that's
take
not good.
pills. I had to take pills for like a couple weeks, I think, is what it was, and then
Yeah, Jim Miller
it
in
is what
the
it is. But
Jim Miller is like a UFC vet. He's actually fighting this Saturday against Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and I listened to him on Joe Rogan Experience, and he had Lyme's disease like bad, like it lasted a couple years because they couldn't figure out what it was. Because I guess it's very rare, but you can test negative even though you have it, like over and over and
really,
over and over. Yeah, and that was the case for him, is they couldn't figure
well,
out what
and
the
that's
hell
the
was
thing
wrong with him
is
and how
like
to treat it.
there's a chance you could. I mean, depending on where the tick is, like you don't even know it's there for
Right.
a while. And
Yep.
what it is it attacks your leg muscles, I believe. I think it
Yeah.
what it does is it breaks down your muscles and it
Yeah.
paralyzes the target,
Yeah, and
for
that's the
lack of a
thing.
better term, and
Yeah.
puts them down so they can just go to town on them pretty
and
much.
and Jim Miller said that he doesn't know when he got it. He never had a tick bite, never saw the tick. That's why it was just like he just started randomly getting sick
Well,
before.
I think Lyme's disease in general is just I think the highest risk of getting it is from ticks,
Yeah, but I think
but
you
I
get
don't
it
think it's
elsewhere, right?
solely from ticks though. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
just a disease in general, but
Ugh, I don't.
they're just rodents ridden with that
Like I know
shit.
I know mosquitoes can transfer all types of diseases such as West
Yeah,
Nile. Could they transfer? I don't know if that's
I
maybe
think they
Lyme
can.
disease. It makes
maybe.
sense.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Like fucking who knows, dude.
I'm like a doctor.
I ain't
I'm a
a
doctor.
doctor. I also heard recently though, because I also heard that the whole falling out of trees is bullshit, and that they only latch onto you from pretty much brushing up on you in the tall
That
grass and shit
yeah,
like
they
normal.
don't I don't think they really like jump off shit. It's like if you're walking in
Hmm.
tall grass and you happen to like swipe past a blade of grass that has one on it, it might just latch onto your jeans or
Speaking
something.
of the camp, like deep woods camping we were talking about, I found so the big reason I haven't really tried getting back into camping is because of the ticks. I hate them so fucking
Oh,
much.
I understand, man.
But I
After
found
going
out
through that,
recently
I would
there's
too.
like there's spray shit that you spray onto like your clothes. You soak it into your spray it close into your clothing, let it dry and like
Yeah.
into your tent and shit. And it's not a repellent, but it's a pesticide. It's some natural chemical, I guess, that's safe to humans on contact when it's dry. But with insects and ticks and shit, it doesn't repel them, it kills them on contact.
I never
And
heard of that.
I guess you just soak or not soak, but you spray this shit real good into your camping equipment and clothing, and it's good for like 3 to 4 washes or some shit.
Is
But
it
like
called
using
is it called permethrin?
that sounds right. Is it like
It
a big orange can?
I don't know. I just looked it up and it makes them it makes Lyme disease. It makes them unable to bite and they die soon after exposure treated or
Yeah.
after exposure to clothing treated with permethrin. That's probably what you're talking about. Yeah. When I was younger, I always thought bug spray would do it. Obviously not. They don't give a fuck about bug spray, right? Because in bug spray, what keeps away the bugs
Depends on
really is
I
the
found
DEET.
out also there's
It's
a
DEET.
type of you can look at the chemical or the ingredients on the different sprays,
Yeah.
and there's one in particular that like is good for like ticks and shit
Yeah, I'm
that you
sure
want
there
like
is,
a
yeah.
higher percentage of. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it.
Because a
But sorry to
typical
interrupt.
no, it's all good. A typical, your average everyday family bug spray has like between 1 and like 5 to 10% DEET, which is like what actually repels bugs.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't like
yeah,
DEET.
yeah.
I remember when I was with Ivan up at his cabin, I was getting ticks all over me all the time. They would never attack him, and I'm like, why? And it's because he had this tiny bottle, his dad did, and they gave me some too once I saw it. But it was bug spray this big, and the bottle itself was $50. I'm like, why is it that much? And it's because it was like 99% DEET, and it had something in there that was tick repellent. So it was like 90% DEET, like the highest you can get.
Yeah.
I used that, and they fucked right off. Like, I don't know what else was in it, but it kept everything away from me then. Mosquitoes. And
I saw pretty much if you do that kind of repellent, as well as having that pesticide type shit in your clothing, you're like obviously not guaranteed, but you're pretty good. Like as far as the deep wood shit, let alone like if we even went to just some cheap site, like
yeah.
I would feel much more comfortable at a site with that kind of preparation too.
Because the grass is mowed. Like those
Yeah,
sites,
but
the
even
grass
then,
gets
it's
mowed.
still like you still got some of those sites. You still got deep woods, like fucking right next to you. You
Well,
know,
and the thing about the bugs, also, I don't know, in the Midwest at least, they're fucking terrible this year. Like
yeah,
it's bad.
we're in the
even
Midwest.
Yeah, I'm in like a
and
suburb
Our
here,
mosquitoes are horrible.
area, but there is more woods, but there's mosquitoes that are like noticeably fucking worse, really bad.
I feel like I say that every summer though. I feel like every summer I'm like, oh, the fucking mosquitoes are bad this year.
I live
I don't know.
farther south than these guys, and what I've noticed down here is haven't seen many bugs during the day, but man, in the evenings down here or like night, you get around 8
That
p.m.
makes
where it's
sense.
still humid and really hot. Mosquitoes are nonstop, man. Like when you're
Are you
anywhere
by
in
the
a grassy
river at
area.
all? The Mississippi River?
I'm pretty close to them. I'm like 5 to 6 blocks from the Mississippi River, and I can when I decide to walk to work, I cross the Mississippi every day.
Is that the only mass of water that goes through
where I'm
the
at?
cities?
Yeah.
There's no lakes or anything, is there?
I mean, it's the land of what 10,000 lakes. So there's tiny lakes everywhere, right? There's still some
but
down here,
there's
but
more lakes in Wisconsin than Minnesota.
yeah, the metropolitan area near me there's not many lakes. You got to kind of get out to like the suburb areas. But yeah, other than that, Mississippi's the biggest thing. Probably another river or two around here.
Within drivable range, though, lakes if you wanted.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
I guess we haven't even said. We're in Minnesota. I guess at least I am. In Duluth, and yeah, Superior is just fucking. I can see the lake.
I'm in Wisconsin.
I don't want to say what city I'm in, but I am in Minnesota. Everyone could probably guess from what we just described, but
come find me. That's all. I'll give you my whole address.
Not like we got. Not that we got.
Send Anthrax.
Our 20 subscribers that'll know.
Yeah,
cities
exactly.
And the 30 people that watch this. We love you, so keep watching, please.
We appreciate. I appreciate every fucking single one of you.
My friends hit me up and they're like, "Man, I just like I'm like halfway through your podcast and I'm like I'm about to finish it and I'm like, man, I just appreciate you fucking even clicking on it, even subscribing. Like I don't expect like my friends to watch all of it.
Tony hasn't watched it.
I just
I'm not surprised.
He's like, what the fuck, dude? What do you mean?
I'm not surprised. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about that shit.
True.
But he listens to podcasts though.
Yeah, but there's always going to be those friends that never. There's always going to be those friends that never support like what you're doing, though, and that's okay.
Bullshit,
like that's just how it is. Like
it is fine. No, it is fine. It's just it's Tony though. For people that don't know, Tony is a close friend of ours. And
closer to you than both of us.
Yeah,
he's on my shit list. Well, god damn it! All right.
Force him to watch it when he comes over next time. Just turn it on.
No, he's a good friend and he works for FedEx. and he told me that he's pretty much waiting till he's back working on the road.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm just being a dick.
But yeah, I just want to reiterate to everybody out there what Haller and Jack just said. Like, we're really appreciative of like how well the first episode's done. I mean, almost 200 views in just like a week is pretty awesome, and over 20 subscribers. And obviously, you know, the only way to go from here is up. And in the future, you can look forward to potential skits on the channel, as we may be renaming the channel from Gutterball Podcast to Gutterball Entertainment at some point. We're going to have maybe some quick sketches or skits we want to do. We're thinking about doing gaming videos. Like, we thought that'd be fun. Like, all of us playing games.
That's what we do, is we game a lot.
And Jackson, he probably hasn't mentioned this in the show yet. Jackson's really into like collecting like drops of like merch and stuff. Like, he's not a hype beast, but he has some cool collections of stuff. And we eventually want to start a merch line should the podcast or talk show be successul. So any ideas?
I didn't know that. That'd be sick.
Yeah, we
talked about that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, we want to do a merch line,
sick.
And maybe even limited drop shit, like 10
That'd be cool.
10 neon signs of the Gutterball podcast logo only made, and, you know, like something like that, right? Just like limited stuff.
Fucking people comment. Fucking comment. Well, wherever you're listening, fucking comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want to see. What do you want to see out there, people?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I mean, I want to talk about the comments from the last video too. We only had 5, which I have them here right now. They're just, you know, good comments. You know, everyone's pretty supportive so far.
Questions, anything, comment, whatever the
questions.
If you want to talk shit to us,
topics,
I think a good roasting is totally fine.
Yeah, you can make fun of my
call me a
idiots. Look at us.
It doesn't matter. Do whatever. Want to hear it.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, seriously, in the comments, drop topics and questions though, because that's gonna really help us tailor the future shows. And even like ideas for a skit. Even ideas for a skit we could base things off of.
Fucking who knows? Like, it'd be cool if we get to a point where like it's not. I mean, maybe it is a point where it's an hour talking, but we can do longer episodes. We could do fucking segments.
Look, everybody out there, be prepared for Halloween specials, Christmas specials, all types of specials, all the holidays. We're not
Hanukkah's, Christmas, Jehovah's Witness.
We don't do anything.
We
sit
there. Dish soap.
Hate our lives.
Well, we're actually kind of fucking up already because this should be a 4th of July episode. Where's our festivities here?
Oh, fuck him.
Fuck it. We'll start next holiday, all right? Fuck the 4th of July.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. We'll do a whole Kwanzaa. We'll do the whole 7 days of Kwanzaa for you, people. You know?
But that's Hanukkah. I don't know. I don't know though.
I don't know.
No offense meant at all.
No offense. No,
yeah.
That's just ignorance, really.
Yeah, that's all it is.
They could be. You could have really offended a lot of people by saying, "Aren't they the same?"
Aren't they the same?
Whatever.
Maybe not. Maybe they're busting themselves.
Good. I hope so. Fuck 'em.
Well, boys, we just creeped up on an hour of the show. Is there any last topics anybody would like to bring up before we maybe wrap it up?
I think the thank you and comments would suffice. Fucking.
I thought this was
keep at it. The once a week.
This was better. Keep at it. This was already better than last week's. It's been great so far.
Yeah. I'm happy about it.
Gucci.
Fucking. I know y'all are.
So who wants?
I know y'all gonna love this.
Who wants to sign us off here? Someone go. Sign us off.
I got us on.
All right, I'll sign us off here. All right. This has been Gutterball Podcast. This is number 2 in the books. This is filmed on fucking June 30th, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yes. Podcast episode should be out
Saturday at noon.
Saturday when you hear this.
July 2nd, yeah.
Throw those comments in. We want to hear them. Drop a subscribe. Tap that ring, little bell. Get the notifications. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Still do it.
Yeah.
Remember, if you don't subscribe,
that's okay. One thing I'd like to reiterate.
That's coming from the ghost of Dr. Martin Luther King.
From here on out, you will see an episode every single week. We film Thursdays and we upload the following Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. So be on the lookout.
Okay, we're committing to that?
Yep, I'm committing to that.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
We're throwing them out. We're cranking them out. We got to have more substance. We got to get things out.
And if you guys want longer episodes or shorter episodes, let us know in the comments. Just let us know.
Fucking
All right,
let us
everybody.
know.
Well, hey,
Don't be afraid.
this
Bashful.
was frame number 2. All of you guys have a great 4th of July. Take it easy.